What's going on, YouTube? It's been a while. It's the Ugly Medic here. Sorry about the hair loss. I tried to do a fade, right? I did really good on the sides, and I was like, hey, babe, my wife, can you get the back? And, kind of match it up to the sides. And she was like, yeah, sure. She made the back of my head look like a puzzle piece, and that is why I now look like Caillou. With that being said, I was going to make you a video, and I wanted to just ramble on about that, why my hair was gone, real fast. But the video I wanted to make today was, what is it like when you get to your unit? Now, I'm in the National Guard, so the active duty, stage is just a little different. I have a bunch of active duty friends, and, they tell me about their lives and what they go through and, what it was like when they first got, because they were nervous as well. Everybody's nervous. This is where you're going to be at for the first initial, year to 3 years in uniform. So what I kind of wanted to do was go over what it's going to kind of be like, and what to expect, and what to do at your unit regarding the history of that unit. Now, when I first got to my unit, I was told this and that and this and that, bad and good. A lot of bad. But one person said to me, hey, don't let anybody tell you about the history of our unit taint the future of our unit for you. Make your own judgment call. Make what you want out of it, and you shall receive. I know that's a little cheesy. A little stupid, but really good advice, actually. It was really good. I think my unit's awesome. When I first got there, when I first got in my unit, I was so scared. It was like we had to be there at 6 o'clock in the morning. I got there an hour early because I was scared I was going to find the wrong place or go to the wrong place and just be stupid. I was just, the beginner stupid stuff. And when I got there, we had to do, I believe, a PT test. So it was already right off the gate. I was, shitting bricks at that point. And, because sure, I got out of AIT 2 months prior, but still, I wasn't that confident in, my PT skills just yet. I know PT for some isn't hard, and PT for others, like me, I struggle with it a little bit. And so I was nervous right out the gate because of that. And then we went back to the actual building where we drill at, right? And I sat around for the first hour and a half, 2 hours. I was like, hey, what do I do? And that, I made the mistake of doing that. What you want to do is you want to find an NCO or, somebody that outranks you or somebody that's been there for a while. I would recommend somebody that's an E4 or that's been there for a little bit, longer than you have, and that's an E3, and say, hey, are you new as well? Can you kind of help me around? I don't know what's going on. And I should have done that. I had 2 guys that, were capable of telling me what to do and what's going on, because I knew them prior, but, without them, I would have been lost in the weeds. And so when I got to my unit, it was kind of confusing. I didn't know what the heck I was doing. We were doing a bunch of stuff. We were moving around a bunch of things. We were reorganizing a bunch of things. And I was like, I have no idea what the heck is going on, but I'm kind of going with the flow. I'm doing what I'm told. That's all you got to do. They make all the decisions. You just kind of go with the flow. But yeah, so that's what it's kind of like for me when I got to my unit. As I went in, didn't know what to do. Found out it was a really good unit. History-wise, it was okay. Again, don't let the history of your unit, whether it be good or bad, shape the future of your decision making within that unit. That's the biggest piece of advice I can give to you, because it was given to me by a name I do not want to disclose at this point in time. But like I said, it was when I got there, I didn't know what to expect. My unit's awesome. I honestly couldn't have been luckier to get what I got, but I did. So active duty wise, I want to touch base on that just a little bit. I'm National Guard, so I'm not too sure what they go through. But what I've been told was when they got there, you stand. So you want to stand at parade rest whenever you speak to any new sergeant, outside of your unit, or in your unit. So I got to my unit, and you could tell, that guy standing at parade rest, he must be brand spanking new, because, you just want to do it. You want to do it. And if they say, hey, you're cool, you don't have to do it, then don't do it. But if you don't do it initially, and you just go up there and say, hey, what's up? What do I do here? Then you want to be looked at as, you just want to keep that military bearing when you first initially meet the person, and they'll decide whether or not, they'll sway one way or the other. So that's another piece of advice for you all out there watching that's thinking about joining, or already joined and in their AIT watching this video. Maybe, probably not. But yeah, so the active Army side, I had a couple friends go there, and when they first got to their unit, of course they stood at parade rest, but then they got smoked for standing at parade rest, because why do that? Are you going to stand at parade rest when there's a person in front of you that needs help? I'm a combat medic, so are you going to stand at parade rest when you're like treating a person in front of you to ask, a sergeant, or, standing at position of attention for an officer when, you're asking a question about a, procedure that you're trying to make to somebody? Or, it's for that military bearing. That's what that's set there for, and that's what you got to initially do, and, they'll sway one way or the other. Like I said, they said their units are pretty chill themselves. They all get along. I wouldn't have any worry on, are they gonna, I would be nervous, yeah, but like I was, but it gets, after the first day, it's pretty nice, and there's nothing too much to worry about, other than, if you have a PT test coming up, I know for the National Guard, we're looked at as, yeah, that's the big thing, that's the big scare and whatnot. But I mean, what are you gonna do? So I thank you all so much for watching. I know this is a little lengthier of a video. I was just trying to go and express what I've been through, and have it witnessed and observed since my time of being in. And I am a little bit of, I want to say well versed, but I'm more versed than I was when I first initially joined, and and it makes a whole lot of difference. And I appreciate you guys for watching. Have a wonderful day.